Welcome to Creator LMS. It's great to see that you've decided to take the next step to create a course and grow as a creator. I'm sure you want to get started as soon as possible. But before you do, I wanted to give you a quick overview of the whole plugin so that you know all the possibilities with Creator LMS and create your courses with ease. Now, in this video, I'm going to go over a couple of things. First, I'm going to show you how you can create a course real quick, where I'll cover how to add chapters, lessons, and quizzes. Then I'm going to show you how you can monetize your course so that you can start selling it. And then I'm going to give you a walkthrough on all the other features or settings you get on the plugin. Now, I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible, but if you bear with me in the next few minutes, I'm sure it's going to make it super easy for you to create your courses. All right, so let's begin. After you go through the setup wizard, you'll be taken to a place where you are told to create a course. So here I am. That is the page. After you create a course, they'll be listed here. But for now, let me show you how to create a course. Click on Add Course on the top right corner, and it'll give you the option to choose if you want to start a course from scratch or you want to generate an outline with AI. Now, the AI is a pro feature, which is actually a pretty cool feature if you get Creator LMS Pro. In the free version, you just get to create from scratch. You need to create it on your own. So let's click on this, and it'll take you to this page. So first, you got to add a course title. So let me just add one. Okay. And then let me give a quick description to this. So let's say I'm creating a course that's all in one for everybody, right? And then I can add a cover photo for the course. So let's click on this, and in my media library, I think I have a few images. Let's just use this one. So I'm just showing this for test purposes. When you create your course, you do actually input the correct title, the description, and the image, right? So once you're done with the basic course details, just click on this one to hide this, and let's focus on creating chapters and lessons, right? Let's say the first chapter is SEO 101. So you're going to talk about all the basics about SEO. So let's give a description to it. That's one chapter, and under that you can add content. So if you click on this, you can see you can add lessons, or you can add a quiz. So you can choose a text type lesson, a video type lesson, or an audio type lesson. So for now, let's choose a video type lesson. Let's click on this, and it'll show you this page. So for the video type lesson, you need to add a video. So you can click on select video, and it will let you choose if you want it to be local or from external. So by local, it means self-hosted. So if you have a video uploaded to your website, you can use that, or you can use an external URL. So let's choose this one first. And you can see it lets you drop an URL of a video. So this will usually be from YouTube or Vimeo. If you want, you can upload your lessons into YouTube or Vimeo and use them over here for the course. And if you want to change, you click on cancel and choose the type again. So I'm going to choose from local, and I'm going to use one of the videos I have. So let's say this is the one, and let's use that. So you can see when you click on that, it gets placed over here. And then you can choose a lesson title. So let's say, and after that, you can add more content to the lesson. So basically, whenever you use a text type lesson, you add all text and images there. But when you choose a video type lesson, you add a video, and then you can also add all the things you can add in a text type lesson. So usually I prefer, creating a video type lesson, because I can give a video, students can watch it. Those who don't want to watch it, I give them the same content below so that they can, read and learn as well. But I've also seen cases where people add a video lesson and then give instructions on how they should proceed with the video so that they get the most value out of it. You could do that as well. It's totally up to you. Now below that, if you want to add content, you can click on plus, and it will give you options to choose what type of content you want to add. All right, so you can add headings, text, bullet points, images, whichever you need. Or what you can do is here, just click on a slash, and that same thing will appear. So it's quite easy to use the content section for the lessons, right? So I'll just choose a text and write, and you can add images and anything to make this lesson a good one, right? So I'll just keep it to this because I'm just showing you how it works. Now on the right side, you get some settings. If you don't want this to be visible, you just mark it as draft, but I want this to be visible to others, so I'll mark it as publish. Then you can choose allow listen preview. So if you enable this, it means that people will be able to preview the basic descriptions about the lesson. You can set up prerequisites so that you can choose if they have to complete some other lesson before they get access to this. And then there's the drip settings. You can set up that, okay, this lesson will be available after a few days, but this is a premium feature for drips. So that's something you can get when you go to Tutor LMS Pro. And then you can add some downloadable resource with this particular lesson. So whatever you're teaching, if you have some swipe file or some documents you want people to get, you can add them here. All right, and then click on save and your lesson is created. So you can see that under the chapter you have one lesson added. You can add more lessons by clicking on add content however you want. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add a quiz to this. So let's click on quiz, and here it will bring you to our quiz builder. So first let's give a title to this. There you go. And for this you can add questions by dragging and dropping the type of question you want. So let's say I want to give a multiple choice question, or let's say I'm going to give a true false question for now. All right, so let's say, so is this true or false? So students will be able to choose. You can mark the answer by clicking on the right answer over here, and you can give a score to this question if you want to. So let's say I'm giving 5 marks. Now to mark it as required, that's a premium feature. If you have Creator LMS Pro, you can mark a certain question as required. So when you mark it as required, a student cannot go to the next question of the quiz if they don't answer this one. So once you have added one question, you can click on add question again to add another question, and over there you can add different types of questions. So let's say I'm going to add a long text. I'm going to ask explain technical SEO. Now I know this is not part of a beginner's SEO course, so this question doesn't go with this quiz. I'm just showing you how it works, and you can see students will be able to answer here. You could also give some placeholder over here to instruct students on what you expect in the answer if you want to. So I can give a score of 5 on this one, and then let's say that's the quiz I want. So I'm just going to save this, and my quiz is ready for this chapter. All right, so if I cross this out, you can see that I have a lesson and then I have a quiz under this chapter. So you can add quizzes for each chapter if you want to. Okay, and then if you're done with this chapter, you can click on plus chapter to add another chapter just like the previous one. Okay, for now I'm just going to keep it to a single chapter just for training purposes. Right, now let's move on to the next part. Once you're done with your chapters and lessons and quizzes, click on next, and you get to this settings where you can choose if it's going to be a free course or a paid course. You can define the capacity. You can choose if this is going to be public or a password protected one. You usually use a password protected when you're selling courses privately, right? Then there's the course duration. If this is a video course entirely, you can choose how many durations of videos are there. You can choose which people should watch this. This is for all levels, so I'm going to choose all level. You can choose the URL slug for this course, and then you can enable or disable if people can drop a review for this course or not. Then you have the part for resources. If you want to add some resources to this for the overall course, you can do that, but that's actually part of the Pro plugin. However, you get to set up certificates for this course if you want to. You can choose any template. Let's say I'm going to use this one, so I can customize this if I want to, and that's just about it. I'm going to name it. There you go, and update this, and then I'll just go back, and there you go. So this is the certificate students will get when they complete this course. Okay, next there is the place to organize, where you can set up categories and tags. Using Creator LMS, you can create multiple courses and sell them in your website. So at that time you would want to organize them into different categories or assign them different tags. You can do that in this section. All right, but let's leave it at that for now. Let's click on next, and now I'm just about ready. It's going to give me a summary of what I've created. I can click on preview to get a glimpse of how it's turned out. So this is what it looks like. This is the course title, and this is the description, and I can click on this one to see the lessons underneath it. So that's how it looks. So if I'm happy with it, I can click on publish, and my course is now live. So if I click on preview now, it's going to take me to the live course page, and here students can enroll by clicking on enroll. All right, once they click on enroll, it takes them to a really easy sign up form where they input the basic details and enroll. All right, so that's just about it when creating a course. It was that simple. If you have your course content ready, it will be this fast to create courses. Okay, now let's go ahead and see how you can monetize this course so that you can start making money, right? So to do that, first you got to go to settings, and here you got to go to payments. In the payments, you can enable the options you have. So in the free plugin, you get Stripe to accept payments or offline payments. All right, so you can enable one and set that up. You can also have currency settings, and you can add taxes to the course prices if you want to. So you have all this control built in, right? There is no add-on for this. You directly get this in Creator LMS. So once you have set this up and enabled a payment option, you can now make a course into a paid course and start charging students. Let me show you. So let's go back to the course that I created a minute ago. And if I go to settings, instead of free, let's choose paid. And here you can see I can set the price. So I'll choose the price as $50 as the regular price. And as the sale price, I'm going to give $20. So they're getting a $30 discount. And I can also schedule this discount if I want to. So let's say I want this discount to be available for the next 20 days only. I can choose this and schedule the date range for that. Okay. So that's up to you if you want to run a campaign like that. So that's the pricing. And if I click on next and update, now this became a paid course. So let's take a preview of the course now. And you can see that to enroll, now they have to pay $20. All right. That's how easy it is to enable monetization. So let's go to the courses, and let's say this is a course that I've created before I created this video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how it works when someone enrolls to this course. So I've opened this in an incognito window, and you can see this has the course title, the details. You can see the lesson available under the chapters, right? So this is one chapter and it has about 3 lessons. So you can see all the details are over there. And you can see the prices over here. Instead of $90, they're getting it at $50. So this is a special sale. So people can click on buy now instead of enroll now. So when it's a free course, this says enroll now. For a premium course, it says buy now. So let's click on buy now, and it takes me to a sweet, simple checkout page where people can just input the basic details and complete checkout. So let's input the data. Okay, now for the payment, whichever you have enabled, they'll be listed over here and students can choose. So I'm going to choose Stripe. Don't worry about this text. I have test mode enabled on the side, which is why this is appearing. On the live side, this text won't be there. So let's use the test payment card over here. Once those are ready, you can click on complete checkout. And basically this is what students are seeing when they're enrolling to a premium course. And there you go. The student will be enrolled. This is what they will see. They'll automatically have an account created, and an email will be sent out to them with the ID and the password so that they can access this again. So after that, if the student clicks on access to your course, it's going to take them to this page, and they can start the course and start taking the lessons. All right. So that's how it looks when someone enrolls to a course. And once they've made a sale, you can manage your orders by going to orders. All right. You can see these are all the orders that have been placed. You can also click on Creator LMS to go to a dashboard where you get analytics on how much income you made, how much courses you sold, which course sold the most. You can have all of those details over here. Okay. So that's how easy it is to create a course and monetize the course and earn money from it. But the additional features you get with this is you can also create coupons, to offer discounts to people when running campaigns. You could also manage subscriptions. So if you want, you can create memberships and sell subscriptions, which you can manage over here. But memberships is actually a premium feature. So you need Tutor LMS Pro to sell memberships. You can also manage your students from here. You can see all the students and the details and the number of courses they've enrolled to. You could customize the emails that are sent out when people enroll. If they have a new order, you can, customize this email right here. It looks pretty nice already, but you could customize that. If you go to settings, you can add your own branding details over here. You can add a logo to the email. You can choose the different colors, so that the layout is aligned with your branding. Okay. Then there's the option for migration. This is something that will be helpful in case you're using LearnDash or Tutor LMS. Then you could just migrate all of your courses into Creator LMS with just a few clicks. So this makes it so much easier. You don't have to manually create all your courses if you already have them in those plugins. We'll be adding support for more WordPress LMSs so that any LMS tool you use, you can easily migrate to Creator LMS. Okay. Now let's go over to the settings. Here you can see you can customize archive pages. You can rather create a custom archive page and use that over here. That's really up to you. For the checkout, is the same. The dashboard, terms and conditions, you can customize different pages and add those as these pages. All right. And then you have the layouts. For the free plugin, you just get single layouts for the listing page, the course page, or the checkout page. But when you go to Creator LMS Pro, you will have multiple layouts, which will have different ways of organizing things. So you can see that this is how your course details page layout is. With the Pro plugin, you get different layouts, and you can also customize what data to show or not to show over here. You can do the same with the enrolled view when someone is already enrolled. And then comes branding. This is basically the overall colors that will go through in all elements related to Creator LMS. So whenever a student enrolls, when they are about to watch a course, this is what they will see. Things will be in different colors, right? And then for accounts and privacy, you get a message in the checkout page. This is just to maintain GDPR. In the permalink, you can choose different permalink structure for the URL. And in the payments, as I showed you, you connect your payment options. So that's just about it. You can create courses and monetize them easily in Creator LMS. So I recommend you go ahead and start creating courses right away. But before I go, I would also like to talk about a few things you get with Tutor LMS Pro. All right, with Tutor LMS Pro, you can do more than just create and sell courses. You can engage your students with exclusive focused features, and you get the strong AI feature. So I wanted to give a quick glimpse of those. All right, just bear with me a few more minutes. So what I've done is I've enabled Creator LMS Pro on this site. Now, if I go to membership, you can see now I can create a membership. I'll click on add membership, and I can set up the membership, and I can set up a subscription price. So I can sell this membership as a subscription based offer to students. All right, and I can choose what courses will be included in this membership. And once that is ready, when you sell a membership, you manage your subscriptions under the subscriptions menu. Okay, and on the left side, if I go to more tools, this is where the exciting stuff starts. You can see you get so many features over here that you can use to make your course selling a success. All right, you can see you have cohorts. You can offer cohorts based learning to your students. You can connect to Zoom for hosting live calls with your cohorts. You can enable gamification. You can set up community. You can even set up one-click upsell offer and content protection. So one-click upsell is as simple as like when someone enrolls to a course, you immediately make another offer so that they can, spend extra, you make extra money, right? So let me go ahead and quickly show you a couple of them. So let me enable gamification. Once I do, you can see on the left side, now you have a new menu called gamification. If I go there, it takes me to this page. Here, I have already created a couple of gamifications before. You can set up rules based on which you will show leaderboards on your courses. Let me give you a glimpse. So this is a course I have, right? So on the right side, if you see, there's this leaderboard. It shows which students have become first or second in terms of the conditions I gave. So here the condition was who would finish the course faster. So this one finished the course faster, so that's on the first place. This person did second, so that's on the second place. Nobody else completed it, so they're not in the leaderboard at all. So that's something you can set up over here. You can also offer achievement badges, learner levels, rewards, and decide the prerequisites of the leaderboard, right? So you can do all of that to offer a gamified experience to keep your students engaged. They'll be wanting to finish the course to compete with others, right? If I go to more tools, there are more exciting features. So I'm just going to give you a glimpse of AI suite for this video only. So just a few more minutes. If I enable this, now I have AI available for courses. So I'll go ahead and create a course and show you how it works. So I'll click on add course, and here it lets me choose that if I want to generate outline with AI. Now this is enabled. So here you can see this is the AI module. Here if I input information and ask it to generate an outline, it will. So let me just type in the instructions. So I want to create a complete course for digital marketing. Help me with an outline. Well, of course, you need to add more detailed description here, such as the target audience or the type of course you're looking for, or the topics, giving them hints. It's totally up to you, but for now, I'm just using a simple prompt, and let's see what it generates. And there you go. It created an outline for me. It created a chapter. It created lessons. And if I click on add outline, now my course will be created. Now I have to obviously input data into the lessons and the chapters, but this is what it did. It created outlines for me. So in case you're confused about a certain topic that you're expert in, but don't know how to create a course for it, this will be pretty handy. Now let's go to each lesson. So understanding the digital marketing landscape. So, I can customize this if I want to, however I want, and I can add content. I showed you it's quite easy. So now you can proceed in completing the whole course and go through with it. All right. So that's how easy it is to use AI in Creator LMS. But there are a couple of more things. You can also, generate image or text using AI. So that's just about it in this video. I'm not going to take more of your time. For all the other pro features, we will have videos in our YouTube channel, so go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. For now, I'm excited about this. I'm sure you're going to do great things with Creator LMS. Go ahead and create a course, and when you make your first enrollment, I really want you to let us know about your success. All right, so I wish you all the best.